Alright, for this project I'm going to show you how to make snow chains for your RC car tires. What you'll need is a pair of pliers that you can actually work with chain with, some lightweight chain, doesn't need to be high strength or anything because you're not going to be putting much weight on it. And here is a pre-made one that I made earlier on, so you can see, just hook the chains together, not that hard. And I'm going to make another one right now so that way I can show you how it's done. Alright. Gotta find the end of the chain first. Alright, you might need to figure out how many links you want to go around, which might be a little difficult to do. So what I did was I kind of took my fingers like this to get a general idea. And usually I do, for about this size rim, it's like the 2.8, I use about 12 links at this size, so it might vary depending on what kind of chain you get. Alright, so then all you do, you take the pliers with a chain like this, you pry it open just enough to get the other link out, like this. Then, just link it together and clamp it down. Since I have both ends open there, do it twice to make sure it's good like that. Alright, next I'm going to count for the other side of the tire. Alright, there we go. Now I'm going to hook it together and clamp it shut. Alright, there we go. So now I have my two rings, one for each side of the tire. So it'll just sit up there like that. Now this part's a little bit trickier to get started with. For this, I use 6 links going across, connecting it from one side to the other. It'll depend on what size tire you have and everything as well. So you just count it out. You want it to be snug and not too loose to actually move around. You want it to kind of hug the tire here. Like I made this one extra tight so that way I'd tighten the rest. It doesn't really matter because all the weight's going to be on the chains instead of the tire, so it kind of pinched it in a little bit there. And that way it'll hold it in place. And you can make as many links going across as you want. 6 is a pretty good number though. That's what I do. So 6 across of 6 links a piece. Sorry, this part's probably pretty boring to watch. Not much action. Alright, for this one I'm just going to do 5 because I already have snow tires. I'm not even going to use this last one. So I'll just do it quick. Alright, what I do here is I link it up with one side and clamp it on. And then I will clamp it on this side as well. Alright, now I have my 2 rings connected by one of the lines that's going across. Alright, so next I'm gonna kind of guess where I want this one to go. They don't have to be perfectly spaced unless you really want them to. I'm just going to put this one a couple links away. And then I will hook it up to this side as well. Alright, so now I have 2 links in between, so they're starting to form. Now at this point, since I already have this done, I'll see how I can wrap it around the tire like this. And then next thing I'll do is I'll take another link like this, approximate where I need to put it, clamp it on this side, and then I'm going to flip it over to this side and kind of guess where I want it on this side too. And clamp it on. There we go. And they're starting to form, as you can see. And now that I have those 3, I'm going to go straight across like this, that way they'll hold on better. And you don't have to keep worrying about the chain kind of falling every time you let go. Flip it over. And now I only have 1 link left to go, unless I really want to put more on. It depends. Alright, since it's kind of loose, I'll just throw 1 more on there. Got to count it out again. Alright, so there you go. That's a loose chain there though. So if you really want to tighten it more, depending on tire size, like these apparently have a bigger circumference around. So what I can do now is take a couple links out if I really want to, if I don't want it to be that loose. You could also go back and adjust where you want the different lines going and all that. That's the nice thing with the chain, you just open them, switch them around and close them again if they're not perfect the first time. So it's easy to work with for sure. It doesn't have to be perfect the first time. And then some other times, after some use, some of the chain links might come apart. All you have to do is find where it came from and close it up again. Alright. See, that's already much tighter now. You could tell I kind of spaced them bad too, but this is just a quick run. This was definitely better spaced, so that way it's more even. This, it's like really close, and you have a whole bunch of wide, and then really close, and then wide again. And you can tell it's kind of loose, but like I said, just keep adjusting. Maybe change how many links are in there, take them out, move them. It's really not too bad. It's pretty easy. So there you go, that's all there is to it. So, if you have any questions, just let me know. I can try to answer them for you. Thanks for watching.